Welcome to the second match of the night for us here at NGS Season 9. We have -10 armor and Clouded Minds. It is the match of all matches. Both teams looking for their first win on the season coming out of Division C West. We have the top 4 maps alphabetically banned. That's Alterac Pass, Braxis Holdout, Battlefield of Eternity, and Cursed Hollow. Not in that order, as I swapped Braxis and Battlefield. And we are going to Infernal Shrines. Looking for an awesome match to come out of both of these teams. They look real strong, just haven't quite had the fortune that they needed. And both teams are ready, so we are going to go ahead and go into Infernal Shrine. Stoic, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for another good match tonight. 2 teams are going to enter, and 1 team's going to walk away with their first win of the season here.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to be super fun. Let's get to that draft.
Infernal Shrines are our first map. By a long shot, the most commonly played map in NGS. So both teams are going to take us to a comfort map.
All right. Well, let's hope both teams are comfortable. Again, as you said, both teams coming off losses. This is still week 2, right? Or are we officially
This is week 3.
We are officially halfway through week 3. So both teams coming off of 2 losses. Trying to get that first one. And it's a little interessante. Moist Weenus with the sub. Welcome. Thank you so much. Here is your new emote. Congratulations. As Tassadar, first ban for Infernal Shrines. He continually gets banned, but I don't see him played a whole lot. Zool, however, definitely a popular ban, and usually picked up when he's not. So, interesting choice of bans coming from both teams.
Yeah, I imagine that Zool's not only going to take Zool away because he's a strong hero, but Double Dam has a Zool in her pocket, so no Zool for you.
Oh, there you go. Coming into the second round of bans for both teams before the first picks. Remind me, I do have a poll chilling in my pocket for later.
Remind me to remind you, and that poll can go out.
And it has nothing to do with the drafts this time. ETC coming out, a big ban for Clouded Minds. ETC, from what I have observed, not from my stats, which I'm sure you'll correct me on in a second, ETC, the second most popular tank in NGS this season.
That's a good question. Let me tell you in just a moment.
Joanna, the most popular, however, again, according to my eyes and not my computer. So
Johanna definitely the most popular.
Really big bans coming out for both teams on the tank, trying to choke those tanks out.
ETC is the second most popular tank. 69%.
I got that taco brain right here.
Yeah, good call. ETC also another strong all-around good tank.
Jaina coming out for the first pick for Clouded Minds. Again, -10 armor won the toss and chose the map pick, so that wasn't Clouded Minds saying, all right, we want to get first pick because we want this hero. Jaina coming out as the first pick. Stukov and Diablo, good first set of picks for -10 armor. Jaina was wearing that green Theramore skin. Let's see how Clouded Minds goes with Skinergy across their team. When you're coming into competition, you really want, like, intimidation is half the battle. It's a psychological game. We see a blue, the jewels are green, but Mal'Ganis coming in with the blue armor, Anduin with the green armor, so kind of matching across all 3 with Anduin as the link, because if you have a coordinated presentation, that does a lot to put fear in the hearts of your opponents.
Yeah, I think it definitely shows, as my football coach once told me, you look good, you feel good, you play good. You play good, you win. And I think that Clouded Minds is out here, and they're dressed up. They're ready to go.
Oh, see, my football coach just always told me that everything we did was harsh shit, with an A, not an O. So,
gotta love football coaches.
Sylvanas as the ban for -10 armor. That's actually like the most commonly said word by my football coach. But great man, taught us a lot of stuff. Like how to identify horse feces. Sylvanas and Kel'Thas as the bands coming into the second round of picks. Because -10 armor did go for their healer and their tank first, still looking for those 2 power damage dealers and most likely a second frontliner, a bruiser, unless they opt to go the double tank. They cannot do the off lane ETC as ETC is banned. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Blaze come in, though, if they don't want to go full bruiser. I would be excited to see a Ragnaros.
Yeah, I doubt they go the double tank, as that is one of the lower win rate compositions as far as more standard goes.
But he who controls the CC controls the fight, right?
You are correct.
I mean, I'm just here to counter everything you say. So
Good. Well, I have the stats here to say double tank, double ranged assassin healer has a 40% win rate.
right, but if we've learned nothing in these past 2 months, nobody cares about stats. I mean, I care about the stats. Nobody believes the stats. Let me rephrase. I definitely love that you bring the stats.
You're right. We definitely see across the board, people definitely disregard what the truth does say.
And we see that here as we get the Blaze pickup. Mal'Ganis and Blaze double tanking for Clouded Minds. I wonder if they'll be able to overcome the odds of Stoic's Stats of Wisdom page.
Well, I'd say Blaze is a bruiser. Blaze is a bruiser.
Okay. Clearly Stoic looking to see a win from Clouded Minds as he backs down on his own proposed statistics, saying that they can't win with the double tank. So he's like, you know what, it's a bruiser. They'll be all right. And Leoric coming in. Big health bars from Blaze and Mal'Ganis. Picking up, or to get that percentage damage. Interesting team fight presence from the Leoric as well. Really interested to see how these drafts work out. I'm not going to run the poll, but chat, if you're here, let me know who you think drafted better. Stoic, I'm interested in your opinion as well.
Yeah, I give it to Clouded Minds here. All jokes aside, statistics aside, I like what they can do in the shrine and in the lane and during team fights. I think that there's some strong synergy. Diablo is a real great playmaker here, but followed up with the Vol of Falstad, those are two squishy people that will have to follow Diablo pretty far as he's looking for walls and make easy pickings for a Rainer to get some free damage or for Blaze to get a pretty spicy stun. So I think Clouded Minds has a strong draft. Taco, what do you think?
Tell me again about Clouded Minds draft, and then I'll go over -10 armor, and then I'll give my opinion.
Oh, is it because it was during the thingamajig?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think Clouded Minds is a strong draft because I think they can have the good team fight presence, the good lane presence, as well as the good shrine clear, and they have lots of CC to mess up people who try to follow up on the Diablo wall stuns and flips.
And we have, so -10 armor bringing in the Falstad, Vala, Stukov, Diablo, and Leoric. All their names are blended together. I think they have a really strong engage. Stukov can really disrupt people, and positioning with Gust is big. So I think they have a good chance coming into this fight, but I agree, the stun with Blaze and Mal'Ganis, that combo is going to be big. And we do get engaged from Tiger on the Mal'Ganis early on. He's going to Fell Claws and sleep away. Double Damn coming in with the jet propulsion, double-fisted stun. That's not the words I meant to say. Double Damn puns, they're not going to work tonight. But big coming in onto the Falstad and then walks away. Those words did not come out the way I wanted them to.
Yeah, quick rotate from Leoric as Weenus goes up to match. Leoric's going to find him and slow him. Weenus is going to miss a little bit of soak in this top lane.
And Diablo going to get picked off, getting caught out, rotating in a poor direction with a big Q out onto Mal'Ganis to try to get separation from the enemy team. 60 health, then goes down to Mal'Ganis. Diablo saw the light, and it was clearly Heaven's Gate, where he is not welcome. He was sent straight back to hell. In the top lane, Weenus and Lumpico going at it. Interesting matchup where you had the ADC versus the Bruiser. Weenus looking a little low, but he's got that the E ability. I can never remember what it's called, but able to bring Adrenaline Rush, able to bring himself back up, fighting this Leoric. Just an interesting matchup, in my opinion.
Yeah, I also thought that's interesting. I would assume Double Damn to be up there with the Blaze.
But that does keep Blaze in the 4-man where they have a stun train.
This is true, but I worry about their sustained damage. While Jaina does bring a lot of burst, it'll be hard for her to get anyone low in kill range, as they're going to have to rely on the damage coming out of Mal'Ganis and Blaze.
Yeah,
Rainer also taking Ace in the hole, which means he's going to be a little slower on the minions.
But going for hero damage, of course. With the Jaina, the Blaze, and the Mal'Ganis, that makes a lot of sense, although Exterminator has kind of shifted to be the meta right now, especially on one of these PvE objective maps. So look for the hard engage before the objective so that they can clear it safely, as Clouded Minds is going for their Bruiser camp as this bottom objective is getting ready to spawn. Double Dam getting soaked down in the bot lane as well, as I show you the talent for levels 1 and 4. And Double Dam getting ready, waiting for her team to show up. Both teams just kind of separated out and waiting to cap their bruiser cams. Looks like Venus is going to pick it up, though. There's a
slight
bruiser cam.
EXP lead for the blue team. As both teams look to converge down on here on this first objective.
Yes, and Cloud Mines does get there first. They are a full 5-man. Faustad up top, trying to get some clear on that bruiser camp before coming down, trying to get his camp a little bit of push. It looks like that Shaman will fall for the red team in favor of the blue team, and we have a 5v5 down in the bot lane. Big Stuff comes out from the Blaze. Faustad able to barrel roll out. Next he needs to use the brakes as minus 10 armor starts to take the advantage. Large silence choking out Cloud and Mines from that point. Flip and stun from the Diablo onto Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis charging through, sleeping everybody, staying alive with 15 health, but no, Leoric able to finish him off. And Blaze to follow as well. That's now a 2-to-1 kill count for minus 10 armor, putting them ahead instead. Coming out of this objective, looks like they're going to hold the advantage and get the first Punisher.
Yeah, interesting. Looks like Jaina looking like she had a couple of mana problems there, as she wasn't able to really dish out that damage there towards the second half of that team fight.
Yeah, especially with losing the tank in that process. She, while they still have Blaze, she just doesn't have a full front line to be able to get in. The Punisher going down really fast. It is a Mortar Punisher, probably the best Punisher to have as the first Punisher, as it's the easiest to defend. And when you're pushing with it, you really don't want to. You really want the Frozen or the Arcane. Although this fort looking really low, Diablo taking a lot of damage. Blaze trying to get out with just a little bit of health left, able to get away with the help of Anduin's heals. And Diablo a little deep, minus 40 armor. Doesn't he know what his team name is? He should have 30 more armor than that, as he gets out with 1 hit left from basically any source having minus 40 armor at the time.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we're seeing the blue team skirt away with just a little bit of health here. Red team not able to get those kills at those 2 clutch opportunities. Blue team now, with the wave pushed out bottom, will be free to take the siege camp here.
Yeah, looks like
Possible.
They are getting invaded on. Mal'Ganis getting caught on the invade. Sukov with the vision. Diablo able to just stun him into the wall immediately. Gets pulled out by the Anduin, and looks like they might still try to counter-engage. Blizzard is down, though. We get the sleep on 2 of the heroes. Tiger, no health to speak of, gets knocked out, and Jaina comboed on by Diablo. That is a large play for minus 10 armor, extending their kill lead to 4-to-1, and they have the heroic talent tier advantage.
Yeah, level and a half lead.
Yes, sir. And you know what I say about talent tiers?
The tastiest.
They are the tastiest.
And tasting like a taco on a Tuesday.
Absolutely. Well, every day is Taco Tuesday when you're me. Double Dam coming up to take Venus's place against the Leoric, trying to keep the soak up. But Leoric just kind of abusive at the moment against anybody that comes up to face him. As minus 10 armor trying to push into this middle fort. The bottom one did fall, as we recall, and it has a siege camp pushing. Someone needs to go clear that. But they're busy trying to defend this mid fort against a 5-man push. There goes the Entomb onto Venus. Venus able to cue them away, but the silence comes out, and the gust from Faustad to blow the rest of the team away. Venus going to fall. Really needs to start using the firepower in that gun to kill the bad guys if he wants to stay alive.
Yeah, that was tough. Gun needed to be a lot bigger to kill those bad guys.
It is a bayonet as well. Maybe he should use the pointy end.
Sticking with the pointy end is good advice.
Always. And Tiger trying to get a sleep out on the Vala. Vala moving really fast. Let's take a look. She is maintaining her 10 stacks of hatred quite well, using the wall as a source to keep them up. Although she finishes off that wall, I'm not going to have that available coming up, but taking out this minion wave quite easily as well. Diablo is at 100 souls, so next time he dies, and he will die because he's Diablo. able to come back in 5 seconds. We see the
Yeah,
Bruisers. Go ahead.
Good. I was gonna say this Shrine spawning in 20 seconds here, and Bruisers have been taken for the blue team, and red team looks like they want to take their own, but
They're gonna get
blue
caught.
team, yeah, blue team is saying
Diablo
we
says,
know where you're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. And the root, the chastise from Anduin to stop the Diablo mid-charge. They're not gonna be able to save the camp. They are gonna be Star Knight with the clutch chastise, able to save himself and Weenus. So
Yeah.
a good disengage there from Star Knight. A really good invade from Dav and company going into that Bruiser camp.
With both of these Bruiser camps taken, though, the blue team minus 10 armor is going to have a significant Shrine lead, if not the whole Shrine, for almost for free.
Yeah. They're already about 3/4 of the way through. And that's in the big massive shove and Apocalypse coming out from Diablo and the Sukov. Hyperion comes out from the Rainer. Entomb goes down, but not able to move up in time to body block. Mal'Ganis comes out, gets a carry-on swarm down, but Rainer also falling. Leoric, Stukov, and Diablo were looking low. Diablo healing up pretty well with those 2 health globes in that level 1 Talon. Mal'Ganis getting a catch, getting a handout from Anduin with the Yeet of Faith. And this Frozen Punisher is going to push hard. I would not be surprised to see a keep fall here.
Yeah. Minus 10 armor is going to just keep on pushing with Rainer dead, and the Frozen Punisher is just chasing him back. They're going to get this wall for sure. And the keep looks like it could go next. Ice bombs dropping everywhere. Lots of damage coming out of that keep. Mal'Ganis looks to go in, but gets stunned away.
Mal'Ganis low, rooted outside his keep, not able to get in and get some defense going. The Punisher does fall as the keep goes down. And minus 10 armor looking really healthy into a kind of beat up Clouded Minds. There goes the engage from Mal'Ganis. The Entomb goes out on top of the Stukov silence. Gus blowing the rest of the team away. They finish off the Mal'Ganis handily, and Clouded Minds not able to walk back up in time to rescue the Mal'Ganis or capitalize on the low health bar of Yummy Cupcake. And boy, do I like Yummy Cupcakes.
Yeah, wow. Diablo, I was a little bit worried about seeing a Diablo who doesn't have the greatest success in NGS, but Dav really making it work, finding wall stun after wall stun to really set up these excellent kills.
Yes, absolutely.
8-1 kill lead, or minus 10 armor looking really strong here on map 1.
Yeah, we do see that siege camp getting picked up for minus 10 armor, invaded into Cloud Minds, and then they get their own siege camp does minus 10 armor as they go down to the bot lane. Gonna cap this. That's a 3 for the trifecta of siege camps, the triple crown of Goatmen.
The triple dam, even.
Yes, the triple dam. Damn.
Yummy
Damn.
Cupcake. Can he juke him? Weenus has got a dot on him.
What a big
Blows away.
gank coming up. A 4-man pick onto a lonely Faust, and the Griffin just doesn't have the speed. The Hippogriff, I should say. And
Was it calculated as siege camps are not pushing the bottom keep?
Yeah, Clouded Minds all having to back to stop this push onto their keep. Is it going to be enough?
Excellent disengage from Stukov arm there. Anduin throws up his Holy Word Salvation to keep his team
just puking
at
shields.
100%.
Yes, sir. Star Knight with a save on his team, doing a really good job keeping his team capped off in those situations. As we see minus 10 armor rotate up, they want to get pressure on this top lane before this next objective starts, while Clouded Minds trying to push off the pressure out of their base. Really on the back foot right now. How does Clouded Minds get the momentum?
You know what? I think that they don't look for a fight down a talent tier. I think they soak and push out this middle and bottom lane.
Well, they clearly can't hear you as they go for an engage. There's a Ring of Frost, 2-man root. Mal'Ganis leaping in somehow, gets the carry-on swarm, takes out the Stukov. Blaze finishing her quest on grilling kill. There goes Leoric. Rainer goes down as well. Weenus, what are you doing? Shoot them. Vala finishing her auto attack quest. Blaze falling as well. 2 for 2. And Mal'Ganis falls at the end, making it a 3 for 2 in favor of minus 10 armor, but a really solid engage from Clouded Minds, given the fact that they were down a talent tier. A really risky fight to take. They knew the risk, they took it, and they got a decent lead out of it, and then -10 armor made a good job coming back on that fight.
Yeah, it was a fight that could have gone worse. But really, they're going to lose this objective, and they've got, 2 catapults in the mid lane. They've got a large wave banking up middle or bottom. I'd have much rather seen them clear some waves, soak to 16, rather than engaging up that talent tier fight here. As Leoric goes to try and steal the camp with Diablo's follow-up.
There's
the
gonna
Holy Word
fall
Salvation.
in the Entomb. Star Knight trying to stay alive. We see the slam from Diablo onto the Rainer. The camp almost capped, but Diablo back on the point just in time. All of Clouded Minds shows up to take out the Diablo. The Arcane Punisher is capped. The Leoric does fall, as does the Jaina, and the Punisher is pushing. They did get the Bruiser camp. Interesting play from both sides, and the decision on the Bruiser camp really solid, especially to help defend against this Punisher, but it looks like it will fall fairly quickly, as does the fort, the Punisher getting beaten down as well.
But
And
we gotta
Mal'Ganis is caught and then stunned by John Cena. What is going
Meanwhile, while
on up
all
there?
this is happening, bottom keep is halfway dead, and the core was taking damage from middle.
Lots. Oh, wow. 10% core damage. Those catapults really strong, and this catapult apparently has been working on that keep as Double Dam comes down to clear it with the Blaze play.
Oof. Yeah, I just now finally having that 16 talent tier, but as the blue team approaches 20.
Yeah, that Storm talent is going to be huge, but they get a pick on the Mal'Ganis, probably taking damage from that keep. Lots of keep damage goes out, that minus 10 armor per shot onto -10 armor, really hurting as we see Diablo falling really low again as well. Able to get healed up because he was able to retreat to the back. Vala looking in bad shape. Rainer finding his bullets, helps Mal'Ganis secure the kill on the Vala. A big sleep goes out onto Leoric, well rather the Stukov. Leoric was unstoppable, and Stukov goes down as well. Clouded Minds looking to recover here, taking momentum. Their base is effectively destroyed. However, death timers are really long, coming up, approaching level 20 here at the 15-minute mark. Clouded Minds looking to make some plays on the map.
Yeah, if you ask me, the first thing they should be doing is clearing out this bottom lane. If they lose this last keep, this next objective will be very hard to win, as they'll have catapults in 3 lanes.
Absolutely. I think Jaina's going to be able to push off the Leoric just fine on her own. Leoric did finish his Meme Dream auto-attack quest, as Clouded Minds is pushing the top lane. Jaina needs to get down there, though. And the Buried Alive on the Jaina, she's going to fall to a Leoric. Drain Hope, draining all of the life out of Jaina, and a big kill for Leoric on the Jaina. Maybe they should have taken more than just one back.
They did. Well, they did get their first structure, top. Top will be a less than priority lane, as the objective will be mid, which will put a heavy threat right on the core, as we have Leoric and Catapult working away on that shield.
Absolutely. It looks like they do have a good response, though. Leoric having to back off. 4-man defense of the base is, as the objective should be close to getting activated. We just see some solid clear, and Clouded Minds really needs to find this level 20 before the next engage, before this next altar. So they have about 45, maybe a minute to get this experience, because that altar should be going active any moment now.
Yep. They should have an idea of where the blue team is now, bottom lane, but there could be a fight mid that red team would have to back off.
And Apocalypse comes out, the charge onto the Mal'Ganis, flipped it to the Buried Alive, unstoppable, the Yeet of Faith from the Anduin. Carrion swarmed the wind tunnel from Falstad, but he's going to go down first to the Rainer. Great attack, great focus fire from Jimmy, the large minion. Flipping the Mal'Ganis again is Davon Diablo, and Mal'Ganis dashing into the silence, but the combustion coming from Blaze, able to get the damage out on Leoric, but he was unstoppable, not going to get slowed. Gets caught by Mal'Ganis as Rainer trying to finish off the Vala and the Stukov. They both get out looking really low, just didn't quite have the Q up to finish it. The range on that and the damage is huge. We'll look at talents in a moment. As Leoric gets caught too, but the core being beaten up, the shield is gone. There's 2 camps on the core. There's catapults. Cloud & Mines has an active shrine, 2 of the enemy team dead, but they have to defend the base.
Yeah, this is tough. The damage done early makes the red team have to babysit, while blue team, even down heroes, has got a significant lead on this objective. Red team's coming back though. Blue team should probably respect them and back off and wait for their own reinforcements.
Cloud & Mines definitely showing that they're ready for this match. Mal'Ganis getting a 3-man sleep on the remaining heroes that are at the altar. 4-man engage on top of them. Diablo trying to peel. Jaina looking low. There's the wind tunnel. Gets yeeted out, but Falstad able to finish her. We now have a 4v4. Leoric still looking to respawn. There's the Apocalypse. Falstad goes down. Now 4v3. Raynor focus fire on the Vala. Almost takes her out, but a clutch trait bio kill switch from Stukov to keep the Vala alive, only barely. And looks like Diablo and Leoric are going to try to end instead with catapults.
Yeah, this is... Cloud & Mines is really trying to claw their way back into this match, and they're doing a fine job here, but the damage done early is really coming back to haunt them as they now have 4 catapults approaching the core.
Yeah, Raider did go back to defend. Will it be enough? The Frozen Orbs coming out, the Hyperion as well. Looks like all of Cloud & Mines goes back to defend. Maybe Mal'Ganis can get the last 3 Guardians as the catapult still hitting the core. Finish it off. There you go, Star Knight. Anduin with the sword that shoots laser beams. Is that Link? And the first Punisher of the game for Cloud & Mines is going to start pushing. They do have level 20. It is 19 minutes. That's a strong Punisher if they're able to defend this core. Diablo goes in, flips to Anduin. Anduin caught out, unfortunately. Anduin going to fall. And with the Punisher pushing, -10 armor looking to end. Vala slowed way down by the Blizzard. Massive shove onto the Rainer, but not until after he kills the Vala. The core shield starting to rebuild. Leoric goes down. -10 armor, really trying to finish out the map, but gets chased out by Cloud & Mines. Stukov gonna fall as well. Johnny kill assist. Johnny KA gets KO'd, and Diablo all by himself. As the
Great
Punisher
job with the Falstad.
Yeah, Punisher
baiting this Punisher past the fort.
Way deep. Almost kills the Falstad. Falstad able to get away. What a big turnaround for Cloud & Mines. This is their chance. They have a lot of babysitting to do, but if they can keep -10 armor staggering, then they are absolutely still in this game.
Yeah, I think they need to look for buildings right now and hopefully to kill some heroes while they defend. And middle's a good spot to start.
Absolutely. If they want to get back in it, they got to get forts. They already have the
Looks
top
like
one.
they're going to be getting camps instead, which is fine, but camps can be cleared, but forts cannot come back. So we'll see if they can get some value here from these camps.
We got a Cloud & Mines fan in the audience. BMed, go Cloud & Mines. You can do it.
They certainly can. They've shown that they're not out yet.
There's the rallying cry from the Twitch audience. The one-man rallying cry. As -10 armor looking to group up in the mid lane, but they don't see Cloud & Mines verging in. That is a big trap set up by Cloud & Mines. Hyperion, there goes the Apocalypse. The stun from the Felclaws buried alive, and then the salvation, but gets interrupted by the wind tunnel gust. Vala alive with less than 40 health. Gonna get out. She's out of the fight for now. As Jaina falls, Stukov falls. We have a 4v3 right now. Leoric gonna go down as well. Carrion Swarm getting interrupted by the Diablo. Probably a good thing for Tiger. I don't think he really wanted to use that Carrion Swarm there. He's still at full health. He wouldn't have gotten a whole lot of damage out. And that fort goes down. 2 Bruiser camps top, clashing against each other. Bottom lane is going to get pushed in. Cloud & Mines has an opportunity to get some push before they have to go defend, but unless they can close out before that catapult gets there, they're in good shape either way, but they probably need to defend and keep playing the micro at this point.
Yeah, that's true. They do need to get a structure down. I think they need to clear down this mid fort or this mid keep or something.
If they even went for the bottom
conditions.
fort, they could start getting catapults every now and then. They could get catapults every now and then to.
That's true, because there are now 3 catapults bottom, and Leoric's going to respawn. He's looking to go smacky on this core. We see what happened last time Jaina tried to defend against this.
Yeah, and look at Rainer's damage. The buried alive is up. Leoric could fall, but if Jaina stays within the safety of her keep, she'll be all right. But she's venturing out too far. looking for the ult. He's going to get a 3-man buried alive. No, instead he's going to unstoppable. He's going to run away, not wanting to fight 1v5. That's a good choice as well. Uses the buried alive to block instead. Not going to be enough, though. Gets picked off. Jaina with the kill. That revenge. But catapults on the core. That's 3 of them. That's 3% of core health a shot. Once they get through the shield, Raynor trying to push them into range to at least get popped by the core. Able to take them down instead. Raynor's damage almost twice the Vala right now. And the siege damage equivalent just about to Leoric. Definitely Weenus bringing the... He brought extra magazines for that bayonet gun.
Yeah, he did. You were giving him crap earlier, but he's dishing it out. And
Trust
here's what
me,
Red
he
Team needs to be
deserves
scared of. Here's what Red Team needs to be scared of. If they show any on this objective, Vala just walks down there and kills this core solo.
Raynor trying to get the finish. Big damage out on the Vala. Vala gonna pay for it. Maybe no. Diablo with the save. Here comes the Apocalypse. And Hyperion. Vala focusing damage on the core. 15% 10. That is the core. There it goes. They committed too hard to the objective. Couldn't get back in time. What a finish by -10 armor. But props to Clouded Minds for that defense overall. Who do you think is the MVP of that game?
I've got to give it that Diablo. I think that his stuns, his placement, the way he was setting up for the kills on his team, overall, I think Dav played an amazing game to set up some really good engages for his team.
Really bold Diablo play, absolutely. I don't like seeing him using all of his CC on Mal'Ganis, except for the fact that Mal'Ganis is a CC bot as well. I would have liked to see maybe some deeper engages coming out of a Diablo, but it worked out for them in general. And when they got the pick and Falstad was able to gust the rest of the team away, that worked out well as well. Jaina did a great job on the defense, but if we look at the stats, just look at those numbers coming from the large minion.
Definitely. I think Weenus did a good job of making sure that he was placed away from walls so Diablo couldn't get the stuns, and did a good job of just skirting around Leoric and Diablo, just peppering them full of damage.
Absolutely. And being on the team that loses the map and still having fewer deaths than most of the enemy team, that's really good play, especially with those numbers. So his positioning, very good. His output, very strong. And so I'm trying to think how, if you were to change one hero on Clouded Minds draft, who would you change and to what?
That's a good question.
To maybe help that engage a little bit better, or to help back up that damage.
I think that well, that's a really good question. I want to say something like Johanna instead of Mal'Ganis to blind the Vala Falstad combo.
I mean, Johanna was banned, but
I know. I'm thinking here. Maybe ETC, but ETC was banned as well.
Oh man, this is hard.
Yeah, this is hard because Johanna and ETC are both heroes. I think that the Vala, ETC can take block party, completely nullify her damage. Johanna can blind that Vala.
And Jaina had a lot of clear as well. Really close to Raynor's clear. Because I was thinking maybe a Mephisto instead of the Jaina, but I'm not even sure that does it either.
Yeah, I don't think they needed any more damage, any more shrine clear. I think it was those early fights that Diablo was able to establish by just smashing someone into a wall and flipping them. And then Vala was able to put damage on them early game. Because we saw that early game that Blue had it totally on lock. Reds, over time, they kind of ramped into it and clawed back, almost being able to flip this game around. Tiger played a good Mal'Ganis, lots of good sleeps and slows and stuns.
So this was absolutely more execution than draft, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say that anyone played poorly here on the red team. I just think that Diablo's level 1 presence of the wall stun and the flip, I think kind of was stronger presence than Mal'Ganis's on Kit CC. Maybe having Raynor in the offlane early game caused some problem. Actually, you know what? I think their draft is good. I think if Blaze would have been top lane, matching Leoric, Raynor would have been able to put all of that damage he was capable of doing in the early game team fights. That's what it is. Maybe, and they might have some strategy
having
that I don't
Raynor
understand.
earlier on, yeah.
I think if Raynor was able to get his procs on his level 1 Ace in the Hole talent because he was with Jaina, I think that we'd have seen more damage earlier from Raynor, more kills. All those times that Diablo escaped with 57 health,
Yeah.
that's a third of an auto attack from a Raynor. I think they'd had a couple more kills. I think momentum would have started to swing in the direction of Clouded Minds. That's what it is. Good heroes, good drafting, good play. I want to know what was Weenus doing solo laning.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I think, yeah, the early game, absolutely the early game, and they fell to the disadvantage in the early game, and we always see that roll unless there's a huge upset right at the end, where those death timers are too much to overcome. Which even here, they got the kills, they got the fights. Death timers still weren't enough post level 20. So I think a little bit better early game management would solve a lot of that problem. Yeah, I agree.
You're right. Man, this game was think about it, this game was close.
It was
when
so
they had
close.
no keeps and the blue team had all of their buildings, and it was still a close game.
Absolutely. If they were able to defend that last push, I think they win the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That means. So we're looking at how does Clouded Minds recover? How does -10 armor adjust to what they see Clouded Minds bring? Because they won, right? You don't think necessarily there's a whole much that they would want to change, but they saw how Clouded Minds played into them, and they were and Clouded Minds played well in general. So -10 armor also has to make some adjustments, right?
Yeah, I think that man, I think -10 armor needs to continue to execute on the strong. I think -10 armor had good team fight focus. They killed people fast.
I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, chat. I just ran you the transition to come back to the same screen. But we are going to go to Towers of Doom, picked by -10 armor. So Clouded Minds gets first pick. Here we go. Now we're going to the draft screen. Tacos of Doom. Let's do it. I'm sorry, Stoic. What were you saying?
I'm just thinking. I think that Clouded Minds could take less damage. I don't think that they need to have the auto attack build Falstad and the auto attack build Vala. I think they could mix up their damage types to look for a little more utility as to scale into the late game there. Because while Raynor had a ton of damage, early game the red team or blue team didn't need any more damage. So I think that they continue to play aggressive, continue to do what they did really well that game, and that's choose a target and destroy it.
So a little bit better pick. We have an issue with the lobby.
Possibly the wrong team.
Oh, maybe something happened. Oh,
yeah,
you know
it was
what?
It was the first pick, map pick swap.
Okay, so looks like Clouded Minds is cool. I don't know what's going on, so let's look at this real quick. Also, there is a poll in the chat now. It says the better. Let me fix that. Let's see if Stoic, you can join lobby off of me. I made a mistake. I meant to I misspelled pet and I put bet. Who's the better pet? The emotes are in chat to let you know which pet is which. And now the poll is live because I am silly, just like my dog, Silly Sylvanas.
Oh, I'm excited for this game too. What an incredibly close game one we just had. So exciting. And well played by -10 armor to pick up their first map win of the season. They're looking to get their second here.
Oh,
as Clouded Minds hoping to get that reverse sweep.
Clouded Minds picked the map. And so minus 10 armor gets first pick. Clouded Minds with the map pick on coming off of that loss. All right, so again, the poll is live. Which pet is better, Rhaegar or
Wait, what?
Sylvanas? I'll give you a hint. The hint is in the poll answers. As looks like we're getting the lobby figured out, and here we go. We are going into Towers of Doom. As
Alrighty.
There we go. Towers, Tacos of Doom.
This is Clouded Minds. Their one map win of the season was also on Towers of Doom, so they're looking to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great way to get momentum back than playing the map you feel the most comfortable on.
Yep.
And I am out of drink. I am sad.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
out of drink.
I am not getting paid for this, but the new Dr. Pepper cream soda blend, highly recommend. Dr. Pepper, please notice me.
Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag it. Hashtag what?
Not an ad.
Not hashtag not an ad. No, it's not. Just really convenient unpaid product placement.
Don't do anything for free. You should be getting paid for, Taco. You should send a
That's
letter.
why I just told them to notice me.
All right. If
Dr. Pepper,
if
I
anyone at
expect
Dr.
a
Pepper
sub.
sees this,
Right?
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, I expect a sub, tier 3. The Zool in the garage being banned for minus 10 armor. We saw a really crazy garage play the other day on this map. That being, oh, that's awkward. Huh. I'm noticing some cursor things, and that's weird. Anyway, Garage throwing a sapper over the deadline for the win in a 1-to-1 match on Towers of Doom. Garage a smart bandit for no other reason than that on Towers of Doom. ETC going away. Joanna and Malthiel, or rather ETC being picked up. Joanna and Malthiel also picked up. Malthiel really popular here for the double soak with that on a pale horse. Kelladorn, you are right. Hashtag not an ad. You do have, Kelladorn, just a reminder, you do have access to that new emote. They have been approved. Joanna and ETC, we said the number 1 and 2 tanks in NGS right now. By popularity, what about win rates?
you know what? As you started to say that, I started to think, I don't know. So I'm going to tell you right now.
Putting you on the spot with the stats again.
Yeah, win rates is Cho actually with a 71.4% win rate, but we'll knock him out because he doesn't have very many games played. Arthas, shout out to Valcomer, with a 60% win rate. Johanna 59%. Every other tank has a sub 50% win rate.
Wait, you said Joanna 59 and ETC 60?
No, ETC 48.
Oh.
Johanna 60, Arthas 60, every other tank sub 50. Wow.
Oh. That's actually really interesting. Arthas doing well. Do we know?
If you're curious, I bet the Arthas is a high pick because you're only picking Arthas into very specific comps and possibly even as an offlaner, maybe not even as a main tank.
Right. See, that's what I was gonna ask. Was Arthas was there another? Do we know what was with Arthas? But while double tanks have a low win rate, I feel like Arthas is not a good solo tank. You can make it work, but I feel like kind of memeing him is a little bit better. So you see Stukov and Kel'Thas come out for minus 10 armor.
This Arthas thing is going to keep me up. I mean, I think Arthas can be really, really strong in the right scenarios, and I'm guessing that 60% of teams who picked up an Arthas tank knew it was going to be an Arthas tank and played it right.
Yeah, we see Junkrat and Lucio coming out. Junkrat, Lucio, really aggressive delayers for this map. The poll is about to finish up, and chat has declared Sylvanas clearly the better pet. Come here, baby. Come here. Let me take my headset off real quick.
Oh, wait till I show off Captain.
And this is the beautiful baby girl. This is
Victory for the Forsaken.
Speak of the devil, Sylvanas. Venus saving that last pick. Is it going to be something like Kira? A
You know,
spicy bruiser.
He plays a pretty good Kira. He played a really good Rainer. I don't know that they want to go that melee heavy, but the dots are a good poke. Sylvanas, not you, honey. I know. Here comes the Rainer again. Large minion Jimmy. Sylvanas really aggressive. Sylvanas really aggressive on this map. Caladorn bringing in more dogs. That's not the right dog though. I like the Thrall. I'm not a Katie fan. I'm just not. There's a reason. There's a reason I say Katie. He's basically a meme at this point. Sylvanas really strong. Yes, you are. You are so strong. And the ETC Sylvanas Thrall I like. The Silence from Sukov I like. I like the rotations on Malthael and Lucio in general. Really good for mobility. I'm not a big fan of Junkrat either. So given the 4v4. I like game 3s, but I think the draft goes to -10 armor. But this is your opportunity to let me know if you agree, as the poll is now live here a little late as we get into the match. Who has the better draft? Is it Dogny on Sylvanas, Lampico on Thrall, Johnny on Stukov, Yummy Cupcake on Katie, and Dav on ETC for -10 armor? Or is it
Venus on Rainer, Tiger on Malthael, Double Dam on Johanna, started on Lucio, Swing on Junkrat for Clouded Minds.
Let us know in the poll. We'll come back to that in a few minutes as the timer is ticking down and our faces are still on the screen and the game is on.
Got a little tank bush action, but neither really willing to commit right here on this first go around.
You see all of the grenades coming out from the Junkrat. Yummy Cupcake getting worn down. Weena's trying to fire back, although he is on fire, but not in the good way. We see that concussion blast pushing the Stukov not quite where Junkrat wanted him to go, but still able to get some pressure out. The Silence blocking up most of that brickway. Big skirmish in the middle, but it's mainly after the school bell rings and everybody's just yelling at each other and calling each other names, talking about meeting each other in the parking lot. Looks like Katie did get met in the parking lot, though. He is black and blue and bruised all over. Sukov coming to the rescue, healing back up. Sylvanas looking a little ragged as well at half health. And yeah, here goes clear. Again, look for both teams to try to keep pressure in the bottom lane. Bottom lane is the biggest control point for this map with how this objective works. Cloud Minds getting their Sapper Camp, looking to see -10 armor do the same. Sylvanas maybe looking for an engage, catches Double Dam on the anchor as Johanna trying to get away. She uses her Iron Skin. No one's on the point. The Junkrat Mine able to blast a... Oh my goodness, ETC's going to die. What a Junkrat play. And they get the Sapper Camp. Somebody please clip that. That was fantastic. Big brain Junkrat waiting to flip the ETC into his own camp. First blood to Clouded Minds. Clouded Minds coming in with the plays on Towers of Doom. And now they're going to take -10 armor's camp. This is a great start coming off of that really rough loss, especially when they had the momentum.
Yeah, something interesting to note here is if you heard that correct, Double Dam is playing Johanna, usually the off lane for Clouded Minds. She and Tiger have swapped, just like they did the last time they played this map.
So what you're saying is there needs to be a permanent role swap on the roster.
I'm not saying that, but last time they won, Double Dam was on Joe,
so what
and
you're saying
Tiger was playing Malthael.
so what
that's
you
not
really
what I'm saying.
mean?
You're saying it.
And Sylvanas looking a little ragged as well. Again, less than 200 armor. Junkrat not able to get another auto attack off. Does he have enough damage? No, not quite enough to have finished her off, even if he wanted to there. She gets out alive, running back in, still looking a little low, trying to get that spot healing from, I think, the Fountain and the Stukov. She's getting popped by the Stukov, still going to go back. Interesting choice of going back. Maybe she just really wanted the mana. Joanna looking a little low, gets the blind on the ETC. ETC knocked back out. Gravity Lapse won't affect his own teammate, but trying to catch Double Dam. ETC going to fall to the grenades from Junkrat. Junkrat just a pester altogether.
On the back of two camps, Red Team has made a great dent in this bottom fort. They'll cap the middle objective, and Malthael and Thrall,
giving them a good advantage going into their own objective because Minus 10 Armor would have to go deep to contest it. Thrall getting out barely alive as opposed to buried alive. And Kael'thas going down as well. Here's the level 1 and 4 talents as we're coming up on level 7 because I'm good at this game. Lucio going to cap that altar uncontested. And overall, really strong showing from Cloud and Minds.
Yeah, this is what they were looking for.
Although Raynor getting
falls.
caught.
But you know what? I needed to give up 1 kill just to make this still a competition here in game 2.
Right, but so yeah, Weenus a little bit overstaying, getting caught by the ETC and the Stukov. An interesting silence kill, going with low blow to double that damage on a low health target. Finishing off the Weenus. Malthael in trouble, blinks around, but he gets caught by the 5-man. That is a 5-man gank onto the Malthael. So 3-2 is a kill count. Don't give back so much. We can't go to game 3 if y'all keep giving up kills like that, Clouded Minds. Condemned for the double dam out onto most of the team, and then the shield glare. We see another setup mine ready to catch someone off guard and put them behind the wall, but Minus 10 Armor going to avoid it completely. Excuse me, sorry about that. That came out with the words. Condemned coming out from the Joanna, trying to catch everybody. Taco takes some like antacid, jeez. And the vote is in. Clouded Minds has the better draft, according to the chat. Big invade on the siege camp. Yep. And Clouded Minds able to secure the camp again, disrupting the invade with the concussion mine.
Good boops from the Junkrat.
Interesting to note though, Thrall at less than 5 minutes is already done with Echo of the Elements, and I need to go back and watch this to see how the hell he did that.
You know, I think one of the ways he did that is because Malthael is such a faster clearer. I think Thrall was easy to catch the waves at his wall.
You know, that might have something to do with it. Unstoppable comes out with the Iron Skin and the Condemn on Joanna. Not able to really pick anything up. Malthael going to cap. Looks like uncontested. That top altar. Minus 10 Armor doesn't even see him. Yummy Cupcake going for the channel. They do get 2 kills, so they're going to trade altars. Leaving Clouded Minds with the 4-point advantage. Still another pop on ETC behind the wall. Will they get him out in time? Black Arrows suppressing the towers, trying to keep him alive. He's at minus 20 armor. Again, they are team minus 10 armor, not minus 20 armor. Geez, ETC, get with the program. Dab, you need a class, apparently, about your team. As they are pushing down on the bottom fort, we see the Haunting Wave come out from Sylvanas, the Dark Lady taking a lot of damage from that tower as she did pull its aggro on that attack. They do take it out, however, and they have control of the bottom lane, putting Clouded Minds on the back foot, even though they have the core advantage so far. The talent tier, the best tier, the salty tiers advantage to minus 10 armor with the heroics. We see Sundering, Mosh Pit, Phoenix, Massive Shove, and probably Wailing Arrow coming out as level 10s come out for Clouded Minds as well. Hyperion, Last Rites, Blessed Shield, Sound Barrier, and Riptire. That Riptire definitely makes me think we're going to see a Wailing Arrow to possibly get an interrupt on that.
Red team.
Yeah, interesting.
You know what I really want to see at some point?
What?
I would love to see a mind control come out from a Sylvanas, and she does take mind control.
You asked for it.
I didn't get the finish, but maybe we'll see it. A mind control a target into an ETC mosh that would otherwise be caught out.
Not bad.
Raynor looking a little low, gets some healing from his buddy Boostio. Star Knight, the tower being has already been reclaimed by Clouded Minds, and minus 10 armor trying to catch you back. Riptire knocking ETC back. ETC at about half health. Yummy Cupcake getting last righted and right to the grave. Malthael following as well as Sylvanas finishes him off. Revenge kill onto Malthael. Weenus looking a little low, trying to poke out a little bit extra damage that he can, but he's at about 20% health. A massive shove, pushing Junkrat all the way back inside his base. A huge push from Stukov, and you never really see a Stukov get punished for those really good long pushes. I know he gets a lot of armor out of it, but that's a great opportunity to engage on him as well. So little surprised there.
It can be a very long self route.
Absolutely.
So, second time we've seen this bottom fort be taken. It looks like it's going to go down a third.
Yep, there goes Master Shove again, pushing Lucio out of the way. Kel'Thas going down, however, this bottom fort staying alive, just barely. Junkrat staying alive as well, walking over his trap, having a nice, safe, secure way to leave. Malthael falls, Raynor staying alive. He has no mana. Good thing he's an auto attacker. And Sylvanas also looking low. ETC trying to push in with his team. Honestly, I think Cloud9 should just let this tower fall and recap it again before these altars come up. They're not going to be able to defend it in time, and they don't want it to serve as extra ammunition.
Yep, you're definitely right. I think that's the right play here. Yeah, -10 armor, little struggle in the early game, but now into this mid-late game has really established themselves with a lead.
Well, Thrall has completed his quest, so he has 2 charges of Echo of the Elements. He also has Ancestral Wrath to do that percentage damage to the tank. We see Progrock finishing up. Kel'Thas doesn't have his shield yet, but still collecting those globes. Double Dam getting stunned. And the Sapper can't getting pushed in. Big, absolutely, and then getting shoved out. But after she already combos, that massive shove really not too devastating for Clouded Minds, as Kel'Thas gets displaced by the Junkrat, and we see the Condemned go out. ETC and Sylvanas both get pulled. The Silence trying to disrupt Clouded Minds on this engage, trying to get their fort back. We see Malthael fighting with the Thrall. I think Thrall's going to end up winning that if they keep going at it. Trying to delay for that. Junkrat goes up to help the Malthael as Raynor gets caught with a Gravity Lapse and a Flame Strike. They're really trying to get this altar back so that they can't. Thrall going down, taking Junkrat with them, but that's a big exchange for Malthael. He needs to go ahead and cap. Sylvanas capping her altar. Malthael can get down and start channeling the altar. Instead, he's going to block the Sylvanas from contesting the Lucio. It's going to be a 5-for-3 point exchange with the altars, but, you know, a surprise stand coming from Clouded Minds when they looked really distracted in the bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, what a hard position to be in where you have a fort that you need to get back, but you need to cap the altars, but you're not able to make the progress. Really, really hard. That's, I think, one of the reasons people like this map is because if you can get that lead, it becomes really hard to make the decision of when to go and when to clear.
Absolutely. We do see a lot of poke going down on this altar. It's probably going to get capped now. I'd almost just wait until the bottom objective is about to start and then cap it. Just leave it at a little bit of health. But they're going to go ahead and take it back so they have the area advantage. The Phoenix coming out from Kel'Thas. It's not going to get too much hero damage out, but a good zoning tool. It makes Cloud Minds back off. And the Sapper camp comes pushing in. Good time to kill off the Sappers. Those aren't going to count for anything. Malthael trying to catch his team back up in XP as well. Speaking of XP, let's take a look.
Malthael really showing why he's one of the best double soakers, and Thrall struggles to keep up.
Yeah, but Thrall's still doing a fairly good job, and in being present. That is, we see the hero damage very comparable across both teams. Looks like Cloud Minds overall has the edge due to the difference in damage between Joanna and ETC. Riptire comes out, trying to catch the Snook out, doesn't quite get to the other side. Hyperion providing cover from the other direction. There goes the Sundering, separating out the Joanna and the Junkrat. The Phoenix comes out again as well. It does have a short cooldown. Junkrat trying to put out a lot of pressure. Double Dam getting really low on Joanna, but Lampico getting caught by the Malthael, almost goes down, able to get his Frostwolf resilience going in time to stay alive. And Junkrat, the second kill of that fight, Stukov had already gone down. Raynor going down as well, but Sylvanas falling. So 2 for 2 on that fight as 3 altars are active. And it looks like Malthael is going to go ahead and try to sneak this altar or maybe kill the Thrall in the process. Lampico,
excellent shield timing from Star Knight there.
Oh, stopping the channel. There goes Malthael. Thrall able to heal up with that active on Frostwolf's Grace. Malthael looking for an engage on a 1v2. He's not going to be able to heal up enough fighting them, and Malthael's going to go down. Good support coming from Yummy Cupcake to help out the Malthael. And Clouded Minds top altar just left all alone. Thrall going to go over and try to cap it. Junkrat going in to contest. Thrall basically going to be at full health effectively because of his trait. Junkrat getting a lot of push though. Might be able to secure it. Stukov trying to channel down here. Phoenix goes out. We see the shield glare for the interrupt. Junkrat keeps pushing off the Thrall. Thrall trying to stay engaged. And Lucio appears to have been massive shoved by the Stukov as well. Dav, good slide in on Raynor. The sound barrier just in time to keep Raynor alive. Weenus, get out of there. No, you don't have enough health. He goes down to the Sylvanas. Sylvanas, a clean kill. And -10 armor is going to take that bottom altar as Clouded Minds takes the top. So 2 altars to 1 favor -10 armor, both worth 4 points. Clouded Minds down by 6. -10 armor, good execution on the on that objective.
You know what? Unlike last game, even if Clouded Minds only has 1 health on their core, it's still a fair fight the whole way through.
Absolutely. But -10 armor still trying to push through into this keep. It is now a keep based off of time in the game. You can see the little swirlies around it. That's how you know. And Cloud Minds trying to defend it. Phoenix goes out on top of the Gravity Labs, unstoppable, and the shield spreading the bomb though onto Swing. Junkrat looking a little low, but there goes the Riptire as the keep falls. They need to back up, otherwise that keep is going to destroy them. Double Dam going to fall with the Joanna. Fire from the Kael'thas. Lucio, same story, same chapter, same everything, except a different hero. Kael'thas really bringing the burn on this match, this game, rather, this map.
Yeah, oof.
Look at this wave at the top lane, though. Malthael gets some pressure on the top lane. Top lane not nearly as important as the bottom, but a tower's a tower, and it counts for a tower for an ultra shot.
This is true. You know, Dagny getting real value out of mind control here. You know, Wailing Arrow is 90% of the times what's picked.
Very oppressive.
But the mind control off cooldown every 50 seconds has been securing kill after kill.
Oh, the Sapper, one gets through. Junkrat falling to the Kael'thas somehow. Raynor trying to keep these Sappers from crossing the line. And that's a dead Raynor with the living bomb. And the Sappers do go down, except for the one that did make it across. This altar about to spawn. It's going to go to -10 armor. Clouded Minds down 2 heroes, down 2 levels. About to be down the Storm talent tier. And you know what I say about talent tiers, and the altar does get capped. Another Sapper camp coming in. Duke Zach with the raid. Thanks, buddy. Welcome to -10 armor versus Clouded armor. Clouded armor trying to take Clouded Minds. -10 armor versus Clouded armor. What the heck? Clouded Minds trying to take us to a game 3 on the defensive right now. And trying to push back off their base. And Storm talent tier does go to -10 armor. The Sunder happens. Big Sunder killing the Lucio. Malthael falls. Joanna falls. And that looks like that's going to be rough. So
That'll be a boss.
How do they come back? They're in a really hard position. -10 armor doing a great job with punishing them in the bottom lane in general, and coming up here to take this middle fort. Looks like they're going to go for the 6-tower sweep using Sylvanas. How does Clouded armor stay in?
Clouded armor needs to stop spreading the bombs. It's as simple as that. I think that they have damage, they've got execution here, but they've taken a ton of unnecessary damage from those bombs. That's my thoughts there.
Yeah, I would agree. If you look at Kael'thas' damage, about 12,000 more than Raynor, and a lot of that we see coming from the bombs in general. And that's the 6 cap. Clouded Minds really needs to get this key back if they're even going to have an opportunity to contest this altar. There it is. The boss going to come out from -10 armor. That's another 4 points. So they're up 21-3, and just really well executed.
Yeah.
They took the objective, then they or rather they came out of the objective, they took the fight, they took the fort, and they were able to go up and get the boss while ETC zoned Clouded Minds off of their fort to be able to take it back so they could get the 6 cap. Malthael gonna fall. However, Cloud Minds did get that altar really quick for the 2 damage, keeping them in the game for now. Lucio falling, so does the Malthael. That mosh pit, a good zoning tool, as Jimmy finally able to get out of that body block in the little corner there, but not able to get out, not able to stay alive on the way back.
Man, that's a tough fight to take down a talent tier into a bush.
Absolutely, and that that mind control, bringing the Junkrat in. Not that Junkrat has a very strong mind to begin with. I don't like the character, just saying. And Sylvanas putting the Junkrat away. And here comes the last tower again. The 6-cap will finish the game for a -10 armor. GG set to -10 armor.
Yeah. What started as a really strong game for Clouded Minds, -10 armor, decided to put their foot down.
Yeah, they had
And
an
say-
opportunity, and unfortunately they weren't able to come out with the map, even on the map that they picked. They're probably their strongest map right now here on Towers of Doom. I think they just got out executed. The back half of the game just looked a lot cleaner for -10 armor, and yeah, I mean, very well played by -10 armor.
Yeah, it really was. It was a really strong game. And a great job of quick decision making and taking the bottom lane. I mean, the prioritization of that bottom fort and then bottom keep really paid off for them here in this 20-point win.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna see if I can get a captain.
Sounds good.
Let me do a thing where I fix the stuff. There it is, and I will see you in a lobby. All right. Who do I
Hey,
have?
how's it going, guys?
Gabe, you don't look like anyone on that team.
I am the Yummy Cupcake. Sorry.
You are the
but
Yummy
this
Cupcake.
is-
I
yeah, this is
love
my Discord
Yummy
name.
Cupcakes. Oh my goodness. We have Stoic. Stoic, are you here, bud? Stoic, can you hear me? Stoic. Stoic. Uh-oh. I lost.
That's in your co-caster.
Yeah, I lost
Let's
Stoic.
let the adrenaline come down a little bit. We're still a little shaky.
Oh my
from
god,
that last-
what a match though.
Yeah, it was good, man. The Weenus Rainer was giving us a rough time both games.
Yeah,
for
hey, when y'all
coming
watch
on
the
back.
replay, if it sounds like we're doing everything from the perspective of Clouded Minds, it's because we are. Where
Yeah.
I like to talk about how do you come back, like what do we need to adjust to get into the game, and so that's why it's going to sound like that, just so you know. And right, Kella, you are absolutely correct. So yeah, just a clarification. But a great, what the heck? But a great execution by -10 armor. I am curious. First thing I'm gonna ask is, your team name is -10 armor, but I kept seeing your tank, mainly Dav, kept ending up at -40 armor because of how hard he was diving into the forts.
Yeah, Dave is he can be suicide ball sometimes, but it usually works out for us. Okay, we've been working on our communication to keep Dave live, and it was working out pretty good tonight, I guess.
Good. Who is responsible for making sure he watches the tutorial on -10 armor instead of -40?
It's gonna be Lompico for all our tutorial stuff. So he's kind of Lompico's our strategy master, and then Dave kind of does our shot calling during the actual game. So that's how we're set up right now. So, but yeah, we did. Last season we were +10 armor, except the plus is silent. So this season we did the switch over to -10.
Okay, I like it. Is the
And
minus
actually,
silent
to
too?
tell the story, sorry, Taco. I think to tell the story, it's never been told. The reason we're +10 armor is actually based on some Blizzard patch notes way back when there was a patch note that actually said in blue it was Uther now has 10 armor. So that's the story of where our team name came from. It was
Interesting.
That Uther patch note, yeah.
The Uther patch note. All right, so we do have Stoic now. What is it that what is it that drove your draft both games?
We had a rough start last season. We've been playing some scrims as well, and honestly, was just trying to get a draft going that we were comfortable playing. I think tonight. Because our biggest issue with NGS this season, we think, has been communication. We just were really feeling unhappy with ourselves the first season, the first game of the season, and so that's what we're trying to work on with the next 2 sessions. And I forget who we played last week, but yeah, we felt like we really got stomped just by coordination on the other side. But yeah, we love the Sylvanas. Obviously, is really good.
Me
hold
too.
on to,
She
and then
is
kind
the
of
best
that.
dog I've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
mean
the character in the game?
Yeah, with
Oh,
the
okay.
trait. I don't know what your dog's trait is, but
She is the destructor of my stream. She actually caused my stream to crash a few days ago, so that's her hidden trait. But
yeah, so walking on the precision press on the power strip there just hits the power button. Right down there.
But yeah, Sylvanas' trait really effective, able to disable these really strong towers during the season. They did nerf them a little bit, but Sylvanas definitely a power pick right now. She's kind of a meme pick, really high representation in most of these games that we're seeing. So I do like that Sylvanas pick.
Yeah, I think
like
with patch changes, she's like you're saying, she's OP everywhere now.
Especially on maps like Infernal Shrines, where you have an objective marching down a lane, and you can disable the lane for the objective, which makes it really strong. I like the Falstad. I am not a Katie fan, just in general. I think he's overrated. But you played him really well, and you got Clouded Minds to really start spreading your fire, which helped you out a lot. And if we look at these damage numbers, you were doing really well. The Falstad plays. The Falstad flies and the Gus, really great force positioning for your team's team fights.
I'm looking forward to watching the stream again on that, because I felt like early in mid game things were like good safe play, but then God, Mal'Ganis just had my number with the stuns there late game. So
was that the end of that? Yeah, I mean, but the play was really good. I really enjoyed watching that. I'm interested about the transition to Kael'thas, because Towers of Doom, you definitely think more about globals here, and you transition from one of the most mobile heroes to one of the least.
Yeah, we just felt like that was a good pick for the draft. So, I mean, we have usually, Towers is a great map to double soak on, because you want to rule the bottom lane, which I think Cloud Minds was going for as well.
Bottom lane's the lane,
and so we just wanted that solid 4-man comp with some good damage. I think having the Sylvanas down there too. I mean, if we were able to get up on their tower, which their keep, which we were able to do a couple times, then just shut that down and have the damage to hold it was hopefully the plan.
Who's the shot caller on the team?
Dave. Although some of us, we it's disorganized, so we all got ideas, but we've all agreed now, gentlemen's agreement, that Dave is the official shot callers.
All right, cool. Yeah, Stoic, what do you have?
A couple of questions. The first one is you mentioned this. You said that for you guys, you were working on communication. That's been helpful here. It obviously paid off as you guys are getting your first win of the season. Congratulations there. For anyone who might be listening at home, who's also kind of feeling that same boat, they've maybe lost week 1 and 2. What words do you have about communication to help them find this W here in week 3?
Yeah, I think just you got to keep the hashtag believe alive is part of it. Try not to get tilty playing. And just, some weeks are bad too. I mean, I know you guys play Storm League. You have like those win streaks and loss streaks, and you just gotta keep at it, I think. And continuous improvement. That's a good goal. So just play to keep better, and it's fun. And appreciate you guys casting and all the teams coming together to play. I mean, it's a good time. So
Yeah, when this new season started, I went 6-0 and then 0-7. It it happens. It's rough. And talking about Storm League streaks, right?
Yeah.
And as to casting, I love it. I love doing this thing. Really enjoying it. I know Stoic is too, but again, I don't need to speak for him. We love having you guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a great community. So yeah, just definitely shout out to you guys for casting and all the NGS crew. I mean, it's a lot of effort to do all the organization and the website and all the Discord stuff as well. So yeah, appreciate everyone making it a happy place to.
Yeah. So you're coming out of your first match win of the season, from a rough couple weeks. How are you looking at the rest of the season going in, and what teams would you say you're looking at the most?
Geez, I actually don't know. Most of our recon's done by the other guys. So unfortunately, I'm the wrong one to try and fill in those answers for you. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to having a blast playing more games. So I can definitely say that.
Okay. Well, that's good. Is there? What do you think you can take the most from a we did this well and keep doing it standpoint, and a we need to work on this standpoint? What do you think you can take the most of from this match tonight?
I think just tightening up our communications even more. Like I said, there's a lot of improvement there. Definitely pretty happy with the results there. Definitely feeling a little bit of that rain or burn from Cloud Cloud Mines, but yeah, it's still too fresh in my mind. Really focused. I mean, I have to go back and look at the streams and the replays and see what we can improve. But yeah, it was a good time. So
I heard that as why would I tell you my secrets? So
honestly, we're so thrilled with the communications because I know you you guys probably didn't watch our first games.
Well, I
that we
casted.
played.
I casted the one
I
against.
think, and yeah, it was rough. I mean, we were just all over the place, flailing like a clown rolling down a hill with holding on to cupcake in each hand. I don't know. So it was rough.
A yummy cupcake, though, right?
Not once it hit the pavement a couple times. But
Oh
yeah.
my goodness! Oh no! You got to save the cupcake. So, Stoic, did you have anything else about the match?
I just wanted to make one comment. I noticed, and I told Taco this between the two matches, that game one, and you definitely had this game two as well. Game one, I think you guys I couldn't hear it, but I could see your communication. Diablo would go in a time when it looked kind of scary, but he'd get the wall smash, he'd get the flip, the follow up was there, the execution. And I continued into game two, but game one, definitely I could see your communication working. So props to you guys and keep up the good work.
Yeah, thanks so much.
So the other thing I want to
that's
ask
all for
you,
me.
The other thing I want to ask before we get to shoutouts, I got a couple fun ones for you. What is your favorite type of cupcake?
Oh god, the wedding cupcakes that cost like $6 each. I mean, honestly, that's like with cake, it's kind of a linear curve. The more you pay, the more deliciousness. I hate to say it. This is
Okay.
the reality of the universe.
So
but, yeah, those wedding cupcakes, it almost doesn't matter what flavor. It has to be a wedding cupcake.
Okay, so your favorite does directly correlate with the yummiest, right? Because those are technically separate questions. Your favorite versus the yummiest. Because if the yummiest is too rich and you can only eat one, but there's another
Honestly,
one that's
I'll
you
let
could
you
eat
guys into a
3 of
secret.
them.
I pretty much only eat cupcakes at weddings these days. So otherwise, it's just like the sugar rush.
So you're a cupcake.
But when I do go to a wedding, I eat one of every flavor. So I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you got it.
Okay. How do you feel about muffins?
They're good. I mean, the muffin tops are good.
Yeah. The bottom of the muffin is a little rough.
Yeah, the stump. I don't know. That's kind of that's pretty old Seinfeld throwback, but yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lumpico bringing it in that he thinks you're lying. He wants to declare that cupcakes get exponentially better with price, not linear. So that's the thing.
Okay. I'll have to talk to him about this. We'll have a philosophy discussion later.
Since cupcakes get better with price, at least a linear rate, if not more. Is there a food that has diminishing returns on price increase? This one actually comes from Stoic.
Jeez. Fish sticks? I don't know.
Fish sticks. Do you like fish sticks?
Actually, yeah, and fish tacos are pretty good too. Actually,
I
so,
love
yeah.
tacos. Okay, so last question to round this up. If you had a food-based superpower, what would it be?
I don't know. The ability to. Boy, that's a creative one. Probably just to be able to create food. What is that, like World of Warcraft? Was that the mage could summon just the
Oh,
party buffet there?
you would
Good.
be.
I mean, that would be.
All right, you'd be a vending
Yeah, so
machine, huh?
there you go. That's one good thing done in the world. It's just just pop out food wherever you need it. So.
I think it was the Fairly Odd Parents did Meat Vision at one point.
Yeah, I mean, making everything taste like bacon for an hour a day, that would be pretty good too.
That sounds all right. All right. Well, is there anything else coming out of that match that you think is worth talking about? In particular.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like you guys say, so definitely, I think OP will be interesting to see her ban ratios coming up in the other matches as things tying up as we go through the season. Also curious about what is it, Tracer and Tassadar. I did notice Cloud Mind's ban Tassadar both games.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but definitely an interesting ban. He has a lot of pressure.
So yeah, if he can stay alive, like I think I agree.
People are still trying to figure out how to work with them. All right, so let's hear your shout outs, bud. I know you did a little bit, but let's get
definitely shout out to Cloud9 for showing up and you guys for casting as well, and then just the rest of the team. Dagny, Dave, Johnny, and Lampico, of course, and then also Rumblerfish. He's our sixth man, and looking forward to more online games.
All right, well, we're looking forward to seeing you. Definitely have a great evening. Thanks for playing. Glad to have you guys here. And Stoic, any final thoughts before we lose Cupcake?
Great games. Congrats on the win. Look forward to more wins in the future for you guys.
Awesome. Great. Thanks again, guys.
All right, Stoic, I'll call you back for our reflections. If there it goes. Maybe? Do I have you? Yeah, Stoic. I thought I called you and then it didn't work, so you had the, I'm bad at this Discord thing. So, what a match. I was really sad to not see it go to game 3. I think both teams were playing really well. I think they're pretty even as far as skill level goes. And you were mentioning, someone was mentioning before that Cloud Minds has at least a little bit of a new roster. And so I think some of it might just come down to some synergy that will improve throughout the season.
Yeah, I think definitely. Everything is like a fine wine, and it gets better in time. That's how practice works, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think really stands out from this match today, though?
Question. You got to give it to Clouded Minds. I mean, I think really like there was I can cut this game into 3 sections. Section 1 is minus 10 armor, just coming out strong, really dominating, getting really close to closing out that game. Right? We were talking about a keep going down at 9 minutes. And section 2 of this series is Clouded Minds saying, no, we're not out of this yet, and really just fighting an uphill battle for the next 15 minutes. And then going into the beginning of game 2, when Clouded Minds is saying, this is our series, we're coming back, we're going to take this. Ultimately, minus 10 armor was able to close out the series, but I think that for Clouded Minds looking back, that middle section of this series, they should look on and say, that was when we were on point. Let's do that again, and I think they're going to find some good wins this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my thinking.
I think both teams will. again, just a rough start, rough little warm up for, or not warm up. Both teams had a rough time getting warmed up into the season and getting moving. So it's good to see both teams kind of come online because they did. They both performed kind of how we would want them to coming into a match like this. The pressure coming out of both teams, going in both directions. The give and take was there. You could see it kind of bounce back and forth. But overall, obviously, minus 10 armor came out on top. And yeah, I mean, I think it was really solid C division play.
Yeah, it was good games all around. I was interested to hear his Sylvanas comment, because it does feel like Sylvanas has become more impactful. Actually, she's about the same, about 80 games played overall, and pretty much the same week to week.
So what's her pick ban rate? Since you're full of stats for me.
Yeah, Sylvanas is picked week 1 of NGS. Her pick rate was, oh geez, she was picked 39 times, and she was banned. Interesting. I don't have the ban number.
You don't have the ban number.
Well, I'm looking at a spreadsheet here that's giving me
okay.
that's comparing trends. I can pull this up really quick though.
But she has been very popular in general, so which is kind of the takeaway.
Yeah, and I wish I had last season's statistics open here in front of me
as a comparison,
to see if Sylvanas is more popular. Yeah,
with the anomaly. Yeah. Joanna and ETC really popular. I think Sylvanas is about just as popular. We see the Abathur bans in the high ranks, and or the higher divisions, and Mephisto is fairly popular as well. Not as popular as we were seeing, but still a pretty popular hero. So overall, I think the season is kind of. I think we're seeing the same trends throughout the divisions of in this season, and seeing the impact of the hero picks with the anomaly is I mean, just interesting to me. And seeing how when you get the Sylvanas and you build a comp either around her or find a way to help her fit, or you have the really strong Mephisto right now and you build a Wombo CC around it, that type of stuff. Seeing these team designs around these particularly popular heroes, I just think is really neat.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. And these teams, they're finding good merit here, good value. These teams that are able to put together their CC in a strong way is really walking away with the other team's points. I'm thinking about our team from our first match tonight, Insomnia, who really was able to find that, like, okay, here's the hero we want, and here's the synergy we're gonna build. Let's get this ult combo, and let's take some names.
Yep. Definitely looking forward to seeing the growth coming out of both of these teams. Really excited for that, and I just, again, these teams that we're casting, it's nice to see them improving as a team, getting more synergy and chemistry throughout the season.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So with that, we are going to go over to. That doesn't look right. Hang on, let me double check that real quick before I commit to that. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for hanging out. I know that there's not really a whole lot that anyone's doing right now. We are coming back into everything's slowly starting to kick back up. So everybody keep staying happy. Keep it here at NGS, and when you need a break from reality as you start coming back into reality, remember that you always have friends here at NGS and at twitch.tv/LTaquito. With that, I found who we're going to raid. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and Stoic. And Stoic, thanks for hanging out as well. I'm going to drop you into more Heroes of the Storm. Have a good night. And where's my button? There it is.